السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. الله ما بعد. Albert Einstein once said, education is something that somebody studied. When he forget all things that learned from school. Here, our educational system. Somebody is going to school and study and then return to home and eat and then next day he going to school without none of experience. It is repetition. The academic repetition that will make hesitate students to go to school and so many. That's one student. A student will be going to school and in the primary level and the UP level and the high school level, and this is going to school not all. But what is the aim of education? Education's aim is to work. Education man's aim is to work as a work in the with education. After school, job is here. School defined as the period of loss. Only the period of loss, not the institution of school. As a part-time job will be synonyms of this topic. Here, I will prove it is in many manners. Firstly, historically. In historical way, the after school is experienced and unfelt. After school job is experienced and unfelt by many of leaders and leaders of India also. As you know, the history of APJ Abdul Kalam was the seller of newspaper in Tal-war. Was the seller of newspaper with history. It's on import as it is good for him as he became the greatest scientist of the world. And socially, the school, the job with the school, give the social respect to him. Social respect to him, and he could make many connections, many relationships that will be help in the forthcoming careers and the work. And psychologically, after in this time, the school time is adolescent period. In this period, if your many free time, if your many free time, the students will be influenced in bad manner. The students manner will be in bad way as they wanted to bad things. But the after school job didn't feed them to be in the free, but they will walk along it, and they are affordable teenage for them. And scientifically, the adolescent spirit, the hormones will be tend toward doing what they wish. It will after school job will restrict that loss. And economically, the after school job, and after school job will give some money that will be helpful and useful for what can be in college and for PhD and on other college. That will be reduce the prices of economical prices of that. They will pay high for the studying of and learning of their children. That's to them to find their own property as they could find their own way to fund to education. As very many help for them. Firstly, I just read it in many manners and human psychology. Second, God help us the abilities of after school. Firstly, what makes adolescents like most affordable. And second, financial education. And third, it will be experience and it will be make the students more responsible that the main thing as a research connected by United Nations with a medical institution that says it will be affordable. It will make fit to time management. It is a crucial thing. The time management of students, there is no free time for him. He will be working. As he will be match his career with the right efforts and with his own job here. With his the balance of work, how and tackle the obstacle that will be on his career because he had experience before. How with time management, how we study in this field, he will study, and in this field he will work wish to accept my ideas to judge us now and conclude my words. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Now it is the time for the team meeting to present the topic. Most welcome.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على نبي المصطفى وعلى آله وصحبه ونفع أما بعد. My brother and my rich and my sister function and my dear friends and colleagues. Here are greetings with the greetings of Islam and greetings of me. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And our topic, first we are going with our topic without discussion. Our topic is after the school job are not good or not helpful to students. Please hear the topic. After the school jobs are not good and not helpful for students. Here I discuss some fact how the jobs are not good and how the jobs are not helpful to students. The first fact is that it become the student they will become the money oriented by the job. And the second one is decline in studies. These two are the main facts to avoid that the job is not good. The first one is the money oriented. The student will become to the money oriented. And the second one is that they have a decline in some studies with the monies, the over monies. That this is the to change one. And the third one is that not the jobs are not developed, not may have helped develop a sense of swiftness among the young people. Because when studies spend the money on high price we can say in one word they will be going on the brand one things with the monies in our schools. We can say it's a fact, it's a great fact in our world as going in our campus and in our college and that's in all the world. And the fourth one, often digital students attention away from the studies. With the money, the job is aiming only the money, not anything others. And the students, the definition of students. And here I want to define the students. What is the definition of the students? The student is a learner, not a learner, not a earner. And he want to learn. He is a learner of the he is learner. Or a someone who attend one education institution. So the student is not a earner. And the fifth one, the main task of the student is the main point of this fact. As the main task of the student is to study hard and learn what is needed for the development of the basic development, not is the money oriented one. And if we going to the money, the job make the physically and culturally and academically and social and cultural detachment in his life afterward. So the job is not good and not helpful for students. And the sixth one is the job may expose to the socialists at the age when they cannot be protected the good from bad. So this is the sixth one of the fact that the job is not good or not helpful for the students after school. And the sixth one, this is from our judicial one. Some students become the declarations. This is the main habit in our surroundings that the juvenile killings and other ones in our life, like the thieves are more in our society because they are carried by this job. The job is equal to the money. So the job is not good for for the student. The student is a learner. Once again I said that the student is our learner, not a earner. After the age one, after the school, it is to practical, not for job, but after with the job it will become the more dropouts from the school by the harassment by the jobs and study things. There are many studies and there are many jobs and there are many clash in our job. So the discussion going about the last one that the robot came money. They say that experience. The students not going to experience, not going to the job with not experience. We want the study. The study is the main theme of a student. So the working experience and the money and the benefit with money and the tour opportunity and time management is other one. That extracurricular work is the main theme of a student. And the student want the education system and its curriculum works without the structure and there is no any cultivating independence. Indeed, there is not any cultivating in the independence there. As in the London University of London said that there are many lower IQ, there are those who are working in a shops like the after school. As this census, we can say that the job is not good or not helpful to students. Here I can conclude my words. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
The presentation now is over. Now is the time for question and answer session. And the first team would be putting their questions and the lack would be answered. The first time is only for your question, team, not for commenting or not answering or not for arguing. It is for your question, and you can have some questions also. Okay? And after covering the first 10 minutes, then the question would be for the next team, and you will be answering. Right? Then now I invite Team Hidden to put their questions.
According to the census of London University, for those who work as after school, all of them happened lower IQ. Then what do you say about this reality?
We need a clear on that university statistics. According to UN, United Nations and medical institutions study the students who are doing the after school jobs are more equipped and more energetical and responsible. According to that study, and eligible for doing and confronting for many exams, and that is their experience helps them to confront other examinations. The water was asked many people ask for exam. As I said, APJ Abdul Kalam, he was a worker. In his after, he was an after school worker also.
You said that the repetition is hesitation. The repetition is hesitation. When you are always going to school and keep home, and the repetition is hesitation. When anyone is going to usually go jobs, and there was also a repetition. He usually go to job. There was also a repetition, and when he led to an hesitation.
But the understanding is mistaken. But we said that the job with work, when it is job with work, there is no repetition happening. But when it is job only, it is repetition. But it is when it is studying only, then it is repetition. But when we merge the job and with part-time job with the learning, there is a repetition of happening. But we said that if there is learning. One day learning, the second day he also goes to learn and he crosses back to the tablet and takes in the morning and goes to the next morning. But this repetition, with the lack of experience in his life, it may be influence him more badly.
Here I want to really ask what is the meaning of the student? What is the meaning of the student? Is the equation like earner plus learner and some is equal to students? And what is the real meaning of the students? What is the meaning of students? Is a job seeker?
According to in our the recent situation that in our schools it is applicable Western system of the knowledge, and it is to educate someone. It means to educate someone, it means to make someone eligible and equipped for tackling the challenges and the financial challenges and the more problems he may be facing in his life. To educate somebody is to be make him fit to tackle these challenges. But and in Islamic education system, it is the moral education to make someone fit to fit in the moral disciplines. But when
Western education, that is to feed the economic level. What is that? The education is only aimed at work as the Western. Education is only aimed at the work. The work is only aim of education in the Western education as a universal. It's universal law. Education is for work, not anything else.
As you said, the walking is making my contacts with social community. That's why I'm working contacts, not study. A student need contact with scholars and teachers like that. But he wanted to work his and the whole case is like that. What you prove that? How you prove that contact? He may contact to community. You said that. Then how the student will become a contact with scholars?
Scholars. That is, we didn't any, that is an explanatory presentation. We didn't any education, it is not allowed. We didn't say with education allowed. And with connection to scholars, connection to community also. What's it?
My question is this. You said that contact, student need contact with scholars and teachers. You said that contact, you make contacts in his work. In his work, that's only job, education, job, contact, not a study. Student needs his scholars and teachers contact. That's why the student backward not study and that. One of you think that social interaction and social connection and working experience. When you say that working experience, you want more than the working experience and the working interactions, the social connections and the academic connections. And one of the students want more the connection between teachers and colleagues and the discussions, and they cannot get the importance and the concentrating on their curriculum goals and the extracurricular goals and their homework, and one of them they were not getting leisure times and they have not getting to work to and how they get the time to the extracurricular goals.
Students are human beings are for work to develop this nation as the primary stage and studentship. In a studentship, the student will be contacted in both social and educational circumstances as he familiarized by the circumstance and as he had to contact with both socially and educationally. I don't deny the social or educational academic.
It is understanding. He is doing education. With job, education, the education field he may be contacting education, connected with education, and he is doing this in his field of job. He is connected with education or not to get money. There will be contacts in job field also. Then he gets the two connections in two fields. There is no lack of any connection.
You have to understand also that that is the part job is a implementation of education in his career, not only for money. It's also an experience for his career. For
And do not always Stephen said that the jobs increase the after school job increase problems in behavior. How do you deal with this? The quotes of Steve one of the famous writer in English. He said that increase problems in behavior. How you deal with this quote of the Stephen?
I will read it in after. in after school job.
The census one.
You may see there will be depression involved by the doing work and education career in a simultaneous way, but that is a mark. It is remarkable that affordable job should be selected by student. It is not a depression or the problems that is not specialized for student. It is for all human. But for depression and so many things that will be on student, that would be he has selected not affordable job. Affordable job should be selected by students. That would be an obstacle to his career. That he would do with say well.
Now the allowed 10 minutes are all. Now it is the time for the team Laka to put the questions.
Nowadays parents are beginning to pay heavy fees of college or school. Does the after school jobs help to decrease financial burdens of parents?
There are many, there are many scholarships in our school. Then why you want to have a job in our school? And so for our in a lower class, SDN office, there are many scholarships. And for higher education, there are many scholarships. Then why we need a job? The job is making only the destruction in our minds. And there is not a experience or but it is all the job is only effect on the study. No extra benefits, no job security, and they make the very health destruction and the distraction from our studies.
But all students are not eligible to get the scholarship. Then what do you do?
One of you know, government that we must be and compulsory and free education for children until 18 and the higher secondary education and upper education also one of their self-interesting and they also will let to someone who wants more education and who mostly able to economically and mentally and educationally and so there is many one of the more upper education mainly going scholarships and the economic efficiency and more than they mainly concentrating on the education, not the economical. The economical is really something or another from the education. The education is without economic
And this is a fact that the students are earning only money and they paying money oriented to the community. And it is a fair fact that they are only earning money.
Now students are being allocated with a lack of experience. In this situation, the after school job will be useful for this problem.
one of the experience in the study and educational academic system. You want to apply or to experience by the educational life. One of these experiences teachers and students and it's like how level this experience. What the experience with economic and financial benefit. They are already based on the gaining money and the revenue.
Even there is now an after school job, how students would defeat their counterparts who have experience. Even there is no after school job, how students would defeat their counterparts who have experience.
The experience, the students, we defined our presentation that students is a learner, not a earner. So we have to say that students is a learner, not for a seeking job. So we have to that students is not making stress in the job after a part-time job later. We want to very restrict times and time to spend with his parents and relatives. There are many good pleasure and trickiness in this happiness. This is psychologically and there are many academic and psychological culture and religious many factors in the student. The job is only aiming the
You have what?
Experience you should have in job, not in study. Experience, not in job, but in study.
You said experience in job, not in study. That we said job will be instituted in after school as a part of school. As you said, that is another problem. Our question is education is education. You said education is not for a job. Then what for else? What for else is education? You said.
Wherever education is aiming to good for a good job, it's not after the school. After the high education, there are many seeking. With the education, when we see there are many clashes in our jobs and many disruption in our entire minds. So we have to keep our physically and mentally ability. So we have to keep that our ability between this and clashes.
And in our system,
And we lost the sincerity by the job.
Education have many purpose. How the individual and such like.
and in our system, in this system, we can see many students which are who are not responsible for their knowledge and their education. They are not. I'm asking you, and that is question. They are not responsible because we can think that their expenditure are spent by their fathers, and they have no any depression for their expenditure that is spent by their his father, and he has no any duty in his expenditure. If this situation is going on, then the excellence of the education should be reduced, and if we can expenditure as a duty on the student, as a student, which may be good for him, is that helpful for his education.
When you say the expenditure from the student, there is the scholarship of the experience by government. There is no government by student. Yes, the expenditure is not a part of the education. And saying the education is something different from the economic. And saying it is for the personal development like and current education may be depending on this economic ones and like but the discussion is
Okay, you are reading.
The restriction and you said that restriction, there are many restrictions in our education. The restriction only came with the other, like you said that from out of other things, like that jobs. The jobs is the main one to make the restriction or our physical work in our students. As students want a free time with his parents and his relatives. No want a strong time schedule is like going, meeting and eating and studying and job and clashing in jobs. There are many clashes in our with these jobs.
The answer is not such as I will seek for another question. You are reiterating the learners are not learners. I am asked for what thing else the learners are. What thing else? Learners not learners. We are reiterating for what thing else the learners.
we are saying that the learners must be concentrated on education. When doing watching or something, they have now the concentration on education because one of the senses that I that majority of the students they are they have no concentration in education and they have mentally disabled by they are carrying after the job. They are also tired and they cannot concentrate on education. They are also concentrating on the economical benefits.
The main task of a student is to study hard, not the other thing. So you have to concentrate on only study, not for seeking job. What is this? You must agree with this. It's a parent fact, and parents agree with these things. You must agree with this.
The problem is your mindset is very wrong because the study is not study is a study, but our job also a part of education and learning. Everyone education makes something. somebody, it makes somebody eligible for his forthcoming career and life, and he could, it is the main aim of part job after school. And you said in your presentation that my question is, how you said in your presentation, the education is engrossing in the personality development. How you can clarify this your argument?
Is the way with our personal development, with the interacting with our teachers and friends, and after the school week.
The knowledge is most important and something other. The knowledge is most important. And when you say multitasking is most led to psychological quality behavior disasters. Like how the multitasking gives the concentration education. The multitasking is tasking with many things. Tasking with the education and job. This multitasking led to psychological disasters and psychological illness.
Thus, after school job students usually
The time is over here. The final session of this English hearing is getting to an end. And we feel that the teams are trying to perform well. But according to a debate, as far as the debate is concerned, then you should have to present your topic little more reliability. I mean, you should have some evidences connected to reality from the history and from the biographies also. And not only some talking here and there, but to connecting our argument with the reality, the real sources from the history and so anyway, the teams are trying to perform well. I congratulate the participants. And for our next turn, we can wait all of you. Thank you.